Hello and welcome back to some more Metaphor ReFantazio. In the last episode, we started our journey for the next place. I'm already forgetting its name. Brilehaven, I think. And I need to decide on what to do next. Eloquence or tolerance is probably what I should go for. Let's read a book then. That won't give me what I need, will it? No. Sure.
What's that?
Apparently this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This next part puts things into practice. Even if you follow the techniques explained so far to the letter, some people will still refuse to budge. Fancy words and calculated suggestions backfire on these types of people. They're guided by emotion rather than logic.
All right.
For them, the most effective thing to do is... Now, what do you think it is? Probably not plead with them. Probably not yell. I don't think that's right either. I would say appeal to what they want to hear. I mean that's what would sound correct, but I don't know.
That's...
According to the book, doing that will lead to... Okay, I guess we're done here. Most of the time. I feel like studying the persuasion has... Good lord. I feel like studying the art of persuasion has slightly increased my eloquence.
Alright.
None of those seemed like the right option, but... Still, persuading everyone is a monumental task. Which makes sense. Everyone has their own values and way of thinking, after all. With that, I finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
Alright.
Oh, cool! Alright. I'd say we're good on eloquence now. It seems to more or less have caught up with wisdom and courage.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Quite.
Ah, the salty yet strangely refreshing aroma of seawater is already upon us. At this rate, we should reach Brilehaven by tomorrow. Seawater? I thought so. The air feels a lot more clammy, so I assume that's what it was. And so we put the forest behind us, at long last. That must mean that we've already ventured beyond where the cliff collapsed. Good lord. That must mean we've already ventured beyond where the cliff collapse barred passage.
I see.
Twould seem it was fixed without a trace of its ruin. And speaking of ruin, Nurus, do you remember what they are... There's no what in there. Nurse, do you remember that they are relying on you for safe passage the rest of the way? Not sure my brain wrapped around that conversation. Tomorrow we should be able to see the ocean.
That reminds me.
Nurse said the waters around Brilehaven are kind of strange. I'm curious what he meant by that. Oh, it is a different setting. Cool. Alright, but what shall we do? Planet grown?
Hey
Yes,
there.
it has.
Whoa.
Alright, that's all. Is there anyone around who will up my, what is it, tolerance or imagination? No, doesn't look like it.
Oh.
Sounds like the wind's changed. A sure sign we're nearing the ocean. Ah, nothing like a stiff drink in the afternoon with the sounds of nature in your ears. You ought to join me sometime once you're grown, of course. Let's spend time with Hulkenberg. That seems to be the lower of my stats, so.
Well met.
Protag, you've come at the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Seems kind of fun, doesn't it? How about playing a game?
All right.
Then let us begin. I shall give and expect no quarter. I shall give and expect no quarter. Yeah, I read that correctly.
If so,
If that's how you plan to make your advance, then... I can't make any more moves. That's the match. My, I learned quite a bit from that match. I believe we would both benefit from continued practice. This game affords me the opportunity to visualize strategies all on my own. What if an enemy came at me from such an angle? How would I retaliate? And so on and so forth.
I'd say
I once failed in my duty to protect His Highness the Prince. At that time, I was but a novice, a new addition to the Royal Guard. I lacked the experience needed to properly assume the role.
that's why.
'Tis for that reason that I now train both my body and mind so thoroughly, as I have vowed to never let such a thing occur once again.
Right.
Your dedication is impressive.
No.
Perhaps, but 'twould be more accurate to say that I am trying to attain perfection, rather than implying I have already achieved it. That said, 'tis quite the pleasure to speak so freely with you. I find comfort in knowing that I may share my feelings with a compatriot. If we find success in our endeavor and create a country where we can truly live equally, I hope to serve as a knight captain, passing down what knowledge I can to a new generation. I'll speak not just of tactics, but of all of my experiences on this journey, my victories, and of course my failures too. And in doing so, I would see the Royal Guards elevated to new heights, I hope.
Well,
That's a great plan. I'm on board.
Yes.
Well, should a starry-eyed wish come true, I shall tell them much of you, our captain. Such a position is certainly not one most could adapt to, much less succeed in, given the circumstances of our fight. And I must say, you wear the role well. 'Tis hard to believe it's your first foray into such responsibility. Perhaps you've a natural talent for it. Though to call it talent is a disservice. No, whatever higher calling you have, I can only be as I am now because of you. Such praise from a knight is quite an honor.
True.
'Twas you and Gallica that set the cogs of this journey in motion. I think there is some significance to you being the captain, in my humble opinion. You have my gratitude. After crossing proverbial swords with you, I feel that I am one step closer to realizing my dream. I felt my wisdom grow after listening to Hulkenberg's advice.
All right.
That was a lot.
All right.
Now then, shall we continue with our discussion on tactics? There were some blunders you can avoid next time. For example, when a piece moves here, you should... Hulkenberg and I dueled on the board for a while.
Gauntlet runner sighted!
Oh, it's Katharina? Enemies coming our way, or so I thought. Looks like it's that Missy's Gauntlet Runner coming for us this time.
Hey!
Hey, you lot! Yeah, on the Gauntlet Runner over there. You're not becoming king on my watch.
Hurry it up!
I've got a short fuse, you know, and that means if you don't come out right now, kaboom! So the young miss says, I'm hoping you lot are willing to act.
Certainly.
Don't worry, we won't take this lying down. Wait, they're coming on board at the other end? At the other end? Well, now we have to accept their challenge. Okay, it's still the front deck.
So we meet again. Maybe you got the better of me last time, but you're about to get some payback.
You didn't recognize the Gauntlet Runner? And you're just going around beating the crap out of other contestants?
Give me a break, lady. Ever heard of learning from your mistakes? Sorry, but we don't intend to lose either. Ooh, big talk. Well, I'm willing to rewrite my record if that's what it takes to be queen. My people are suffering as we speak. Who's gonna save the Parapus if I don't give it all I've got? I promised them all I'd become queen. You're all decent people, got nothing against you, but I'm not holding back.
Let's give you a try, eh? As moth to a flame!
I enjoy this new skill I got.
Looks like you've gotten stronger. But so have we.
I assume she did get stronger.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Okay, we don't know her weakness.
I show no mercy!
It's okay. Let's go. Scour!
Ready to
what
leave.
is
Call upon
it?
royal power within. Hack and slash.
Oh, you got it.
Oh,
Better
that
than that.
sucks.
Going in for the kill. Nice dodge, Hulkenberg.
Oh, Hulkenberg dodged that.
Come.
Yeah, how about you
I
heal
will not let
everyone?
you die.
My thanks.
Much thanks.
I knew you'd help.
Oh, power of kings!
Let's try Dark.
Some darker arts.
Nothing.
Nope,
The
okay.
freedom of a
They dropped
wanderer.
your defenses.
By this power.
Fire.
Where's their weakness?
There it
What's the
is.
play?
That's your opening, Captain.
There's the weakness.
I'll cut you down.
I stand for all that we strive for.
Hulkenberg got them right
You
in the
think
weak
yourself
spot.
equal to... I'll take this. What a blunder.
So
No.
much for that. Why are you so strong, damn you? But this is where the real fight begins. Get ready to get stomped.
Okay.
This is a joke.
Oh, she healed herself.
A blunder.
Nice dodge, Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg dodged it again, though.
Heisme, they've dropped your defenses.
Let's go. Fire.
Where's their weakness? Last chance to
I
get
shall
out,
vanquish
Captain.
evil. Hack and slash.
Let's do this
Oh,
fair and
power
square.
of heroes.
Yeah,
you
just to
alright?
be safe, let's heal again.
Helpful as ever.
Quite a boon.
That helped.
I'll use what I must. Nothing personal. I'll be taking that.
Why?
Hey, we got an item.
Let's stay calm. Come forth,
Nice.
royal soul. Burn. I shall. I'll cut you down.
Ow.
You need training.
Done, bird. Like poetry in motion. Captain, they've got your defenses
Magic
down.
Knight! Shatter!
Sure, let's try this.
Still standing, I see.
Oh, power of kings! Ha! Die! Formidable indeed.
It's a Vitus power.
Hit their weakness.
I call upon royal power within. They die hard like sworn. Come!
Burn!
Bird got them right in their weakness.
I'll use what I must. Slash!
There it is.
No! Why? Oh, why? I trained so much for this! This isn't supposed to happen!
Tekken.
To ever greater heights.
Ooh. All right.
I'll strive for greater heights.
Let's do magic.
Excellent. I've grown more powerful.
It just stayed at 64. Okay.
I've lost!
Oh, damn! I lost again. If I could just beat you, I'd ask you to join me. But that power of yours is really something. But don't you rest easy, because I will win next time. Start preparing. Now you got that. Start preparing now, you got that? What? Katharina! Cheer up. Who? Oh, okay, just some guy. I saw your runner, so I followed you. You're as tough as they say. Eudoricus? Eudoricus! Who do you think I am exactly? Pardon me. I know perfectly well you're the great Katharina Gran. Everyone here knows. In fact, all their hopes are pinned on you.
Oh.
Are all these people migrating to find work? Even though it might kill them in the end? What other options do carapaces like them have? It might be dangerous, but you gotta break some eggs to make an omelet. Omelet? Omelette. Eudoricus, wait. Take this, and see if you can't stop everyone from leaving for now.
Hey.
Good news, you lot. Katharina has made a generous donation. Oh, thank you. Now we can eat for once.
Listen to me!
Listen, everyone. I know these times are trying, but this kind of work ain't the answer. If you can hold out just a little longer, I swear I'm gonna set things right for us.
Well then.
Now there we are. We believe in you, Katharina. I earned that money slaying a monster just a few days ago. It was meant to be the start of my royal campaign fund. It's a small price to pay for helping out my people, but it'll last them what, a few weeks at most? They'll be heading out to find work again in no time. I just can't fathom dying to earn a living. And the fat cats that are all too happy when the carapaces take them up on it.
I'll make it happen.
When I'm in charge, first thing I'm gonna do is offer bounties for their bloody heads. They squeezed us dry, so I'll squeeze them right back. I still can't see how that's gonna help. I can't help but wonder if that would solve anything. Honestly, I've no idea.
But
Even now, tons of those people aren't gonna survive, and I can't tell people who aren't eating today to wait until tomorrow while I think of something. I was just lucky, you know. I had the strength to push through and survive. The truth is, most people don't have that kind of strength. They need someone to provide it for them.
that's why.
You should know better than most. Those who can act gotta take action. If they don't, nothing in this bloody world's gonna change. It'll stay as rotten as it is. So many say there's nothing to be done, so they only say that because the Parapists are right where they want... So many say there's nothing to be done, but they only say that because the Parapists are right where they want them, beneath everybody.
It just ain't right.
They couldn't have the Parapists start doing well for themselves. That would shake up the shoddy ground they're standing on. They like this twisted world just as it is.
No.
Not everyone is like that. True, there are people like you after all. But that doesn't mean I'm just gonna hand you the throne. If anyone's gonna change the world, I've got to do it with me own two hands.
Thanks.
Much obliged, Protag. We may be enemies, but I like having these talks. I'm not as powerful as I need to be, but still, I reached out to the recruitment center, and we should be seeing bigger rewards from bounties. Go check on it. Ooh. We gotta keep taking those monsters down. We'll beat this world into peace together. I feel Katharina's indignation towards the world's absurdities, as well as her deep faith in me. The Whale Hunter, Katharina, keeper and heritor of the Brawler's virtues.
No.
Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
I'm not letting anyone die.
Oh, a new one. Party can now study the pugilist? Pugilist? I don't know how to pronounce that. Bounty bonus. Fattens the purse of bounty rewards at each city's recruitment center. Alright. I bet I need the Brawler at rank 20 to get to that, though. You can now study that in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you. Recruitment center bounties have increased due to the effects of bounty bonus. Next time I see you, I'm taking you down for sure, so don't go dying on me.
As the shadows are stretched to their limits before darkness takes them, the Gauntlet Runner arrives in a balmy wetland. Nocturnal creatures who lay dormant beneath the fens in the light rise to seek out their prey. Meanwhile, the party rests their weary souls, fatigued by the long journey, under the protection of the Gauntlet Runner.
Muddy camp. So we'll be arriving tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of place Brilehaven is.
Oh, dash it.
Quite a relief. The nightmare of Martyra is finally behind us. The core problem might be resolved, but I imagine the trauma is going to linger in that town a while yet.
Right.
I wish I could say they have some redeeming qualities to them, but you're quite right. Frightful beasts, a lot of them. Yeah, all humans tend to be pretty crazy looking. Well, no more haunting, tragic atrocities on the immediate horizon, at least. So hopefully it's all downhill from here. What? Okay. A wrong button. What was... Oh, up is save. Okay. Yeah, sure. Since I'm here, I might as well. Let's hang out with Stroll this time.
Hey!
Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Should I spend time talking with Stroll?
That reminds me.
First Hulkenberg, now Heismay. Having more reliable comrades at our side never hurts, but it's too early to celebrate, considering it's Louise that we're up against. As much as I hate to say it, there's no denying he's still the strongest mage out there. His powerful allies,
Want
too.
some more?
He surrounded himself with powerful allies, too.
Yeah.
Right, beyond Zorba, he has no shortage of servants all too happy to forge his path. But none of them hold a candle to Louis himself. Remember that human corpse at the cathedral? They say he defeated it all by himself. Not to mention we have the royal magic to contend with. To put it bluntly, we don't stand a chance in a frontal assault.
Oi!
Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm only pointing out how difficult it would be for us as we are now. If we pooled our powers, we might be able to surpass him. Nothing is impossible. That's what I've come to believe since I met you. Since you awakened your first power. Stroll and I talked about things to come. I feel like my imagination has increased. Or
All right.
imagination increased. Is it time already? Ah, it's not that late. Stroll and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain?
Hello? Hello, Mr. Captain.
Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
Okay, there is voice acting. I wasn't entirely sure.
Brilehaven. It's been a while.
You've been before.
You been there?
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Really? So, she's from a rich and prestigious family?
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
For a second there, I forgot who Joanna was.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
Port Brilehaven, capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
Ooh, animated scene.
Wow! It's the ocean! Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon!
kind of like the capital, but totally different.
Yes. The City of Water, Brilehaven.
Oh, and everybody's here. Yay.
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far. Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Oh, I'll stir things up here. Instead of bringing a head, I'll bring an entire person.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Sky Runner, though.
No, I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make. You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
Oh,
If it isn't the walking headache. Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight. Come, Hector.
Oh, he's got no idea.
And that was?
Some weirdo.
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. And we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
I hope it's nothing too weird.
Hope it's nothing too weird.
You've nothing to fear. Truly, I find most living things are edible.
You need higher standards, lady.
If you're sure, Neurus, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
We came all this way to the big city. I think we deserve a real inn.
This is a joy!
Perfect time to end the episode. So with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.
This is a joy!